World Championship Cinema, what the world is listening to.
All right. Welcome to another episode of World Championship Cinema. I'm Rios Diego Santos. This is the first solo episode. It's the season of Halloween, so we're choosing Rob Zombie's 2007 movie, Halloween. I should do a better job preparing notes, but I'm not doing it. So, off top, as you can see, I'm a huge fan of Rob Zombie. I grew up, with White Zombie, and then eventually he turned it into Rob Zombie. The first time I heard Thunder Kiss 65 was on either K-Rock or Q104.3 before they went classic. And that song blew my mind. That was around, I was a little late listening to it. It was like around 94 maybe. Then, February 1995, a friend sends me his recorded VHS tape of ECW. I think he was trying to get me to purchase Return of the Funker, which I did and never told him, which featured Sabu versus Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko. And that match was, mind-blowing for me. And that show, the intro of that show was Thunder Kiss 65. Eventually, I remember seeing the Pitbulls, who came out to that song, Thunder Kiss 65. And the Pitbulls will come out to that song. And I'll never forget, it was the Pitbulls versus Raven and Stevie Richards. 2 out of 3 fall dog collar match. And you gotta understand, in the mid-90s, American wrestling was terrible. I mean, I don't want to disparage the athletes, so I'm just gonna blame it on the booking. We had fucking Hulk Hogan versus Dungeon of Doom. Garbage. We had HBK and Diesel versus Men on a Mission. With the roster they had, that was the best they could do. So seeing ECW was really game-changing for me, especially as a teenager, I guess the rebellious age, you know what I'm saying? Then eventually, I feel like ECW kind of like was on the forefront of, in case you don't know, the 90s, everything had to be extreme. Deodorant had to be the extreme. Soda had to be extreme. Sports had to be extreme with the X Games. Then, ECW was it. And, like I said, I have a hard time rewatching it, but I feel like certain athletes you could rewatch. I think you could rewatch Taz. You could rewatch, Taz. I think Taz holds up well. Rob Van Dam holds up well. Anyway, back to the movie. Back to this movie. Since we're talking about wrestling, the reason why, we're watching or reviewing and watching Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, is because Michael Myers is played by Big Sky himself. And to be honest, I only have memories of 2 Big Sky matches. One was Big Sky versus Charlie Norris, and it was at some WCW pay-per-view around 95. And the entire match, I got both guys wrong. Like, I'm thinking Charlie Norris was the white guy who looked like Chuck Norris, and Big Sky was a Native American, and nope, I was wrong. It was flipped. And the other Big Sky match I kind of remember watching, hopefully, and another Big Sky match I remember watching was, it was like WCW Worldwide, which was like on our local affiliates in New York. Stuck around 12:30 on CBS Channel 2, like on Saturday nights. It was like 12:30. And it was, I believe I remember Ric Flair versus Big Sky. So, like, that's my Big Sky memory. And so let's go straight into the review. Let's get the compliments out the way first. I feel like this movie handled the brother-sister relationship of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode better. Because, it was kind of developed as, in the original John Carpenter movie, they decided, I feel like that's like a last-minute addition in the screenplay for part 2. The kid playing Michael Myers did the best with the shit that he was given, so, I don't want to disparage, the actor. He did his best. The cast is full of legends, but, man, as I'm watching these legends work, I'm just thinking, couldn't we just use them to do anything. I don't know. Like, can't they just be in a better movie than this? Ken Foray and Mosley and the rest. Just like, come on. It's always good to see my childhood crush Danielle Harris at work. Get any work. The thumbs up for that. Then that's it. That's it. So here's the review. This movie is it's loud, it's stupid, and it's a piece of fucking shit. It's loud and not scary. Loud and not scary. I feel like horror comes from not wanting characters to die. For you to fall in love with the characters and be like, oh no, I hope nothing bad happens to this person. I want to be friends with them. But in this movie, everybody's a fucking asshole, except for Danny Trejo. That's it. Danny Trejo is literally the only non-asshole in this movie. And it's just like, why would I want to be watching assholes for 2 hours straight? Like, if I want to watch sociopathic assholes go like screaming and shouting and ranting and raving for hours on end, I'll just watch it. I'll just see a MAGA rally. That's even scarier than this movie. And for the record, I'm not one of these, as you can see, I'm not one of these leave the remakes alone or, leave the originals alone type guy. If people want to make remakes and if they have the rights, make it for the new generation, go for it. It doesn't affect, doesn't affect my love of the original. I still love the original Halloween. Hell, I like the remake of Halloween, the 2019 version, whatever year I did like those movies. So I don't want to be like one of those, don't make reboots of anything. Fuck it, make the reboots. I already have my version. If this is like in Illinois, why does everybody act like hillbillies? Just screaming hillbillies. Like, that's, I don't know. I feel like was this movie like Rob Zombie's autobiography that he decided just to add a Michael Myers mask to? Or is this his version of how he thinks Slipknot came to be? Because they totally missed the point of what makes Michael Myers scary. Michael Myers is supposed to be just anybody. This could just happen to anybody. Just a regular kid who just one day goes nuts and we don't know why. But here it's just trope after trope after trope. Kid mutilates animals. Kid is in a shitty house. Kid living with hillbillies in Chicago. The kid has bullies. It's just like honestly, I don't think I would have that. Then again, I might be reneging. I don't think I might have as much hatred of this movie if they'd like renamed it like October 31st, and the killer is Michael Myers, and then it'd just be some shitty movie that I'll just forget and move on. But here, I don't know, man. Like I said, I grew up loving Rob Zombie. He was like a hero, man. But man, he's just, I don't know, man. Him and Tim Burton. So, in conclusion, the movie looked good. The actors did their best with the shit they were given. Honestly, I feel like you could kept most of the beats and just changed the dialogue, and this would have been a decent movie. I think overall, I think it's just the script and the fact that Rob Zombie decided to make everybody assholes for 2 hours is what ruined the movie. But like, it looked good. The scary scenes for the most part, were shot well. If, like I said, if we cared about the characters, it would have been scary. But it's just like, let them all die. Who cares? So that just created a sense of apathy, and apathy is the death of art. Now, we're going to do a top five horror movie recommendations for Halloween, even though when most of you are watching this, Halloween will have come and gone. But who says you need to stop watching horror movies? You don't need to just watch them in Halloween. Watch them in November. Watch them in December. But don't watch them in January. Just kidding. In no particular order, but if you have Peacock, my number one recommendation is The Final Girls. I'd say it's more horror adjacent, but man, The Final Girls is a movie I love. It's made some of my friends cry a few times during the movie, which is crazy. Let's see what else. If you have Tubi, I say try this movie. It's independent. It's called Murder Size. It's pretty much probably everything I just complained about in his last movie, Halloween. But I don't know, it was fun. Halloween didn't feel fun. I'm just gonna stick to Tubi. Um, if you like Evil Dead and like Japanese movies, there's this movie called Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. I hope I got that right. It's pretty much a Japanese ripoff of Evil Dead, but it was made by one guy, and it took him I think 17 years to make it. And I don't know, I have a soft spot for movies like that. Mansplaining minimum. Another movie, it's in the next two are so bad it's good. We have The Howling Part 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf, and we have Death Spa. A movie that I really enjoy, but it might not be for everybody. It's called Odd Thomas, starring, I can't pronounce his name, he passed away. He was also in Green Room, which if Green Room is streaming anywhere, also watch that. Green Room, that movie scared the hell out of me. But yeah, Odd Thomas. I don't know, I guess it's kind of becoming a Tubi commercial because there's a few comedies like The Puppet Monster Massacre. I do love this movie called Dylan Dog, maybe because it's baked. Literally adaptation in name only. Like, it's almost nothing like the comic book, the Italian comic book. And the last movie I'm going to recommend is called Dead Sushi. It is bananas. It's a banana zombie movie. Is it a zombie movie? Oh man, I don't even know how to describe it. But yeah, Dead Sushi. It's on Tubi. It's fucking bananas. And there's a movie on Tubi that I always wanted to see for some reason. I think I'm gonna change that tonight. It's called The Editor, and it seems like it's very giallo based. So I don't know. I guess that's my clickbait, like top whatever 8 movies I recommended for Halloween, plus this shitty Halloween movie we just reviewed. I wish I could not call it a shitty movie because, like I said, I grew up loving Rob Zombie. But god damn, this movie's terrible. So anyway, I guess that's it for this episode. It's going to be a short one. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there.